Hi, I am Ismail from Pearl Lemon, and today we'll be discussing the May 2006 Google Core update. The May update wasn't just a routine ranking adjustment. It coincided with Google's wider AI search rollout, which means the way search results are evaluated and displayed is shifting at the same time. So this update is less about SEO tweaks and more about a structural change in how visibility is distributed across the web. You can't understand this update without context. Google didn't just change ranking signals, it also changed how search results are being delivered. More answers are being generated directly inside the SERPs through AI systems. That alone changes what ranking even means. The clearest pattern from this update is pressure on skilled content. Not AI content itself, but low effort AI content at scale. Pages that exist purely as rewritten summaries, generic answers, or thin variations of existing content. These have lost visibility in many cases. The system is clearly trying to filter repetition and lack of originality. One of the biggest changes is subtle but important. Google is no longer asking, does this page answer the query? It's increasingly asking, does this page add anything new to the answer ecosystem? That's why perspective-heavy content is gaining the advantage. Two pages can explain the same thing, but the one with real insight wins. Another clear outcome is consolidation of authority. Google is leaning more heavily on sources it can trust structurally. That means recognizable brands, established sites, and entities with proven track records tend to gain stability. Smaller or generic sites now need stronger signals of credibility to compete. This is where things get bigger than SEO tactics. Even if you rank, you may not always get traditional clicks anymore because AI systems are now capable of summarizing answers, extracting multiple sources, and reducing the need for full page visits. So SEO is shifting from ranking pages to being included in answers. When you look at declines, the pattern is consistent. It's not random. Pages that lacked originality, depth, or real-world input are the ones most exposed. This isn't about AI being banned. It's about lack of substance being filtered. If you stripped everything away, this update is pushing three things harder. First, originality, not just rewritten information. Second, lived experience, content that shows real interaction with the topic. Third, credibility, whether Google can trust the source structurally. Everything else is secondary to these three. The adaptation is not complicated, but it is slightly uncomfortable. You need to reduce generic content production, increase unique perspective per page, and build stronger signals of identity and expertise. In simple terms, stop publishing things that look like everything else on the internet. The May 2026 update is not about punishing AI. It's about filtering sameness and rewarding content that feels real, specific, and meaningfully different from everything else. So the question is no longer how much content can you produce? It's how much of your content could only come from you. If you found this to be useful, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.